Yo, what's going on everyone, it is me, NGC, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the SML movie Jeffy's 21st birthday. I know this review is very late, but given the release of Jeffy's 22nd birthday just yesterday, I decided why not review this video, shall we? So, Jeffy's 21st birthday, I'd argue that this is one of the better Jeffy birthday specials we've had in a long time, alongside Jeffy's 18th birthday and Jeffy's 20th birthday. Just all comes down from the concept, the characters, the locations, the effort that was all put together by Logan and the crew, and they gave my sincere gratitude because, honestly, we don't really get these kind of SML videos, and it's really fun to see a mix of just very action-packed SML videos and just something new to spice into the video. And you know what? Why not make a review, shall we? So with that being said, let's get started. But before we start, well, with the rules to establish. First off, these are entirely my opinions, so if you disagree with me, then just don't be mean about it. With that being said, let's begin the video. The plot. What happens in Jeffy's 21st birthday? Well, I can summarize it to you right now. It begins with Jeffy celebrating his birthday. Then Brooklyn guy comes over to the house and says he's gonna host Jeffy's birthday in Las Vegas out of all places because, you know, Jeffy's 21. And that's very generous of Brooklyn guy. It's also his birthday. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks a bit weird, but of course he has the thought of celebrating with Jeff. Yeah, I think the trip was mostly about Brooklyn guy. It's the thought that counts at least. Jeffy also decides to join, so it's Jeffy, Marvin, Jeffy, and Brooklyn guy who all go to Las Vegas to celebrate Jeffy's birthday, and of course Brooklyn guy. They go to a motel, and it is very disgusting, so they decide to go to the casino early, and they start betting. Jeffy wins a lot, and the rest, they kind of just suck if we're being honest. Jeffy is the only one that stands out, besides obviously, you know, just Steven, you know, I mean, what's new? And then they just get very drunk, and they just go to the strip club, and it's just a whole bunch of celebrating. And then we see Jock. Ooh, Jock, we haven't seen him in a while. He's selling a pin for $1 billion, and someone's invested in it. But then drunk Jeffy comes out of the party, and he reunites with his father. Now, this is really important because I've been wanting Jeffy and Jock to meet ever since Jeffy's 18th birthday. I'm not even kidding, this was my SML idea, SML movie. Jeffy reunites with his father. This was an idea I had for the longest time now. And finally, after 3 years, they finally reunite. And honestly, it was worth it. It was honestly worth it. Just the reunition was honestly really good. Just Jock seeing how badly and how much he got saved. Like, honestly, Jock, oh man, you definitely got saved this time. But yeah, Jock obviously does not want Jeffy. This is almost costing him the $1 billion offer. So what did he decide to do? He decides to pull Nancy and tries to kill Jeffy. Okay, so Jeffy's parents obviously want to kill him. Yeah, they're really meant for each other, honestly. So yeah, Jock plans to kill Jeffy, and he leads him to a plane where he gets him trapped in the car, and that plane carries Jeffy's car. I don't even know how the laws of physics really works. Then Marvin, Broken Guy, and Jeffy all wake up after a hangover, you know, hangover, never heard of that, and they argue who Jeffy is, so they decide to just rethink it. Then Goodman calls and asks what the heck's going on, but Broken Guy just hangs up the phone because, you know, I think it's for the best. And then we come back to Jeffy and Jock, where Jock releases the car and it explodes. Okay, I don't even know how it exploded, but I'm not even like complaining about this. This is amazing. But then it's revealed that Jeffy actually survived. He got on a parachute and somehow survived. And then Jock tries to kill Jeffy by leading the plane into him, which was a stupid idea, resulting in him, this random snail I don't know the name of, and the chief all dying. Well, the chief comes back, obviously, in another video. I don't even know if that's the actual chief. But, of course, Jock dies for real this time. He faked his death in Jeffy's 18th birthday, but he is finally dead for good. On to the next birthday special. So now it cuts back to Jeffy, and he's obviously arrived. But on the news, it reports that Jeffy's presumably dead, so Marvin is under the impression that Jeffy is dead. And it just goes to the whole cliche, thinking Jeffy's dead. But then we get to the door, and then we find out Jeffy's actually alive. Now, at least in this video, apart from the other ones, what makes it more different is that we actually know that Jeffy's alive and they don't try to trick us this time, so at least that's a positive I can give this video. And also, the the end, it was really funny where Bob just comes back and then we just get a cut of all the photos they took blasted drunk. And this is a callback to the movie Hangover, which I loved, honestly. This movie was really good and had some very memorable jokes all around with it. Overall, this plot was very unique. Just everything about it made the video so wonderful, and it did a lot new things other than Jeffy's 19th birthday. Or the honey monkin'. And it does give me some questions though. Now that Jock is finally dead, where does the money go? Obviously it doesn't go to Jeffy because he doesn't care, so whatever happened to that money? Will we find out in another birthday special? Who knows? Maybe Jeffy's 23rd birthday? No? Okay, that makes sense. Overall though, I really enjoyed this plot. It was very unique, it was standing out to the other Jeffy birthday specials, and it was honestly really good. So honestly, give props to Rogan, really good plot as always. The characters. I'd argue that the characters were really good here. Not really a single one annoyed me at all. Jeffy was good, Marvin and Brooklyn Guy together were great, Jeffy joined along was actually really fun, and then Bob, I didn't really think much of him, but he became a very prominent character. Jock was really good here, it was nice to see him and Jeffy reunite, as I said. The snail guy was okay, I forgot his name. Chief joined here was kind of okay. Rose was actually fine for once, she didn't even annoy me that much, so yeah, pretty much landed. Every character was fine here, but the rest were really good, honestly. Goodman even makes an appearance, and he was funny as heck. Like, the way he just yells at Marvin for the charges and says, "What is that, a piggy?" Like, honestly, this video was really good, and the characters definitely helped with it. My predictions. A year ago, before Jeffy's 21st birthday came out, I made a whole video talking about my predictions and what may happen in that video. So, in this category, I talk about my predictions that I got right and the predictions I got wrong. Start off with the teens I got right. I did predict that Jock would be in this video, but I said he'd take a small part, but he took a much bigger part than I thought, but he still appeared in the video. I also predicted that something would be poisoned, although it was, I said the cake would be poisoned, it was actually the drinks. Still, I got something like that wrong, where something slipped in the drinks, so I got that right. I also got right that some tricking Jeffy, like I thought Mr. Winkle or those bad teams guy would trick Jeffy into going with them with like McDonald's, and I did predict Jock would do that. So technically got that right. And I also predicted that Junior and his friends possibly will not appear, more likely, and I got that right, obviously. And the more obvious things I got right was Jeffy, Marvin, Rose, and Book and Guy appeared in the video, blah, 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 you already know that. So now on to the things I got wrong. Obviously, I said Mr. Winkle would be an antagonist, and no, he didn't. So was those bad teens guy, well, at least not in this video, of course. I actually got a few teens in that video right, but for a separate video, and that's kind of a coincidence if you ask me. I also predicted that there'd be a whole gun shootout, and there wasn't really. It was no really action. Like, there's a little bit of action, but not in like the way you think. No, not like that. So yeah, I got more predictions wrong, but can you really blame me? Like, there's not really a point in that video where I could have gotten something right. Well, I got a few minor things right, but it's really hard to tell what would have happened in that video, so I can't really blame myself too much. But at the same time, I'm willing to admit that I was wrong about my predictions mostly, so it's on me. But overall, still, that doesn't change my opinion on the video whatsoever. In conclusion, this video was amazing. There wasn't a single scene in this video that I felt bored. There wasn't a single character in this video that I was verbally annoyed with. This video was just a really great video, and it gives me hope for the upcoming videos in SML. Overall, 9.5 out of 10. I would have almost gave it a 10 out of 10 if not for the little pacing at the beginning, but overall, this video is really amazing, and I honestly go check that out if you haven't already. And with that, that is my review for Jeffy's 21st birthday. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. What did you guys think about Jeffy's 21st birthday? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video. Also, one more thing before I end the video. So, I did a pre-recorded reaction with Maisie to Jeffy's 21st birthday, but never got a chance to release it, so I am going to be finally getting onto that and actually going to release it at some point. Don't know when that will come out, but hopefully it'll come out very soon, so look forward to that.